Hello, today I'm going to talk about four writers or poets from three different literary movements. First, the Enlightenment era, which means the change of the society or the age of reason. Sorwana is a really famous female writer from the neoclassic era. One of her remarkable works is called Yumen. Well, this poem, or we can see basically all of her poems or works, criticize men's behavior that because of them, females are always underestimated. Well, especially in Yumen, we can see the whole poem is criticizing men's behaviors. And this poem begins with silly Yumen. And then in the second part, we can see that the right to tarnish her good name. This sentence, I think, it means girls are always blamed, and sometimes we girls do not gain enough respect we deserve. Well, second, I'd like to talk about Romanticism, which is the era of expression. And in this period, authors usually focus on their personal inner feelings or emotions. Rosalia de Castro in her work really surprised me because before I took this class, I thought Romanticism is about love letters, or some lovers stuff, the positive stuff. However, from Castro's work, I can feel there's a sense of desperation and loss in her work. Well, she had really a miserable life because she had lost her young children, and later in her 40s, she passed away at this young age because of cancer. I think this may be the reason why her work is but there's a sense of negative feeling in her work. For instance, in this poem, Castro used metaphor to describe tears as rain to show her missing toward her children. And in the second part, I rush to see him. I rush means the author Castro cannot wait to seek him. Him refers to her children. So I can really feel Castro really miss her children. And it is kind of negative to me because missing is always negative, I believe. And third, and many existentialists thought there were no divine human beings. Rainer Maria Rilke, Wallace Stevens are my favorite author from this unit. Well, first, Rainer Rilke was the best-known poet of the 20s, and Wallace Stevens was an American poet who was also very famous at his time. Well, I think why I like him because they were both good at using metaphor in their work. First, in Rilke's the Spanish dancer, he compares the movement, where we can see the gesture of the dancer, to a lightning match, because the dancer moved or danced really well, and the match really moved like this. So he used a really good metaphor to describe the dancer's movement. And later in The Swan, letting himself fall means the swan would fall into the water. Well, this sentence implies that we would fall into the grave. And I think this is a good metaphor as well. And in Stevens' Sunday Morning, this is the first stanza, the holy hush of ancient sacrifice. Well, this whole stanza actually describes just a simple Roman breakfast, but I can feel there's a hidden idea that this actually talks about the religion, the old traditions, and the ancient sacrifice ceremony, which is a really important metaphor. So that's pretty much everything for today, and thank you.